Colorado is facing many of the same problems as the nation is facing when it comes to construction workforce. Our state has a very low unemployment rate. We also have high school education programs that have shifted away from some of the trades and technical training opportunities that provide hands-on exploration for youth. And we also have a lot of high growth industries competing for workers with a similar skill set. The community college is just one of the many partners and stakeholders in this type of work. Our role specifically can be to customize training, to provide short-term upgrade training options, to look at ways for our degree programs to articulate into other degrees or directly into apprenticeship programs or jointly award credit with apprenticeship programs. In our case at our center, we've also really specialized in career coaching and career navigation and helping people understand the opportunities in the industry and helping to provide worker supports so a worker and their family can be a stable employee and productive from day one. So our center is the backbone organization for a partnership called Work Now, and this is a collaboration to help find local workers across the Metro Denver area for infrastructure projects. And what we're looking to do is to ensure that there is economic opportunity for communities on these projects, and that contractors also have a stable pipeline of workers to be able to deliver a project on time and under budget. We launched with CDOT's Central 70 expansion project, and we were particularly looking on that project at connecting local residents to opportunities. There is, under a pilot through DOT and FHWA, there is actually a local hire goal on that project. And so we're working to make sure that residents know about the opportunities, they know how to prepare and get qualified. If they already have the skills and experience, they know where they can enter, where they can apply. We're also on that project looking to provide upgrade opportunities to help people move up. We've had instances where we have people newly entering the industry decide to shift to an apprenticeship pathway or a different trades pathway. We've had people that have been experienced journey workers with extensive experience now looking to shift into more professional services or office or supervision positions, and in some cases that requires a little bit of supervision. So Work Now is really a partnership that's bringing together a broad coalition of organizations, community resource and training partners to make sure that pipeline happens, and it happens in a way that is inclusive of Denver's communities. And we really wanted to look at preparing and providing workers for this industry that had personal needs met, that understood the basic core work readiness skills for this industry, had technical skills, but also were a part of a thriving, stable family life as well, whatever their personal household situation was. So for us that became, we need navigators, and we heard it from industry and we also heard it from community members. Part of the navigator's role is to inform. Here are the projects, here are the opportunities, this is when the next meet and greet is, this is what those contractors are looking for. So someone can decide, is this the right event for me or not? Is this the right pathway for me or not? Also what they're doing is helping to assess. So they're sitting one-on-one with job seekers or incumbent workers to really understand who are you, where do you want to go, how can we help you get there? And then they're also connecting people to resources, whether that's training programs, supportive services like gas cards or boots, or whether that's through a direct employment opportunity. And then once we have someone connected, it's how do we help retain you and help you advance? And sometimes that's upgrade training, sometimes that comes back to supportive services. We've had multiple instances where individuals were in an apprenticeship or an OJT program and they got a tool list and they needed to have those tools by next Monday. It was a raise, it was a great pathway option for them, but they were short the $200 they needed to get those tools. So how can we immediately connect someone to that access so that isn't even a barrier and they can say with confidence, give me that list, I'm ready to accept that position. And that's just one example of the kind of last mile connection that we can make with navigators. So since Work Now started, we piloted in the fall of 2017, we've enrolled just under 1,000 individuals. About 30% of those are incumbent workers, which means they came in already working in the industry, but they had a specific need, whether it was a supportive service or a particular upgrade that they needed to be able to stay in the industry. And the other percentage, the other bulk of those enrollees are people that are looking to get into the industry. There's individuals transitioning from retail or manufacturing opportunities. There's individuals who are just interested in a change, want to do something new. And we've been able to connect over 400 individuals with their first construction employment in our first year, and a lot of that success is really due to the strength of the partnership and this desire to serve people not only in finding their first position, but also in keeping a position and really thinking about what does it mean to retain that position.